Your Conversation Starter Guide: How to talk about what matters to you and have a say in your healthcare. We can't plan for everything, but we can talk about what is most important in our life and in our healthcare with those who matter most. Talking with the important people in our life can bring us closer together. It also helps us create the foundation of a care plan that's right for us, a plan that will be available when the need arises. The Conversation Project wants to help everyone talk about their wishes for care through the end of life, so those wishes can be understood and respected. We created this guide to help you start a conversation and keep talking so you can have a say in your healthcare today and tomorrow. It's also important to choose what's known as a healthcare proxy or healthcare advocate, someone who would make healthcare decisions on your behalf if you became unable to voice those decisions yourself. Visit your guide to choosing a healthcare proxy on our website for guidance on picking a proxy. We'll help you take it step by step. You can take your time. There's no need to say everything that matters in one conversation. You can start talking, then keep talking. It's all about what works best for you. Step 1. Think about what matters to you. To get ready to talk about what matters to you and your wishes for care through the end of life, it's helpful to gather your thoughts as a first step. You don't need to have the conversation just yet. Here are some helpful ways to think about what matters to you and prepare for your conversation. What does a good day look like for you? Here are some ideas. Is it time with family or friends? Enjoying favorite everyday activities? What do you need to enjoy a good life through the end of life? What or who supports you during difficult times? Here are some ideas. Your faith, culture, family, friends, pets? Try finishing this sentence. What matters to me through the end of my life is... Here are some ideas. Being able to recognize my children, being independent, being able to spend time with the ones I love. That's your what matters to me statement. Sharing it with people you trust could be a big help if they need to communicate with your healthcare team one day. They may need to share what's important to you and what you would need to be able to have a good day. They also may need to decide what type of treatment you'd want to receive. Completing this guide will help you refine what you want them to know about what matters to you. Step 2. Plan your talk. Having a say in your healthcare is more likely if you share how you feel about certain situations that could arise now, in the future, and towards the end of life. For each statement I read, select the place on the line that is closest to what you think or believe about each statement now. There are no right or wrong choices. Your answers are about what works for you. As a patient, I'd like to know only the basics about my condition and my treatment. All the details about my condition and my treatment. When there is a medical decision to be made, I would like my healthcare team to do what they think is best. To have a say in every healthcare decision. What are your concerns about medical treatments? I worry that I won't get enough care. I worry that I will get too much care. If I am diagnosed with a serious illness that could shorten my life, I would prefer to not know how quickly it is progressing or my doctor's best estimation for how long I have to live. Understand how quickly it is progressing and my doctor's best estimation for how long I have to live. Are there any other notes you'd want to add? If you are seriously ill or near the end of your life, how much medical treatment would you feel was right for you? I would want to try every available treatment to extend my life, even if it's uncomfortable. I would not want to try treatments that impact my quality of life in order to extend my life. Where do you prefer to be towards the end of life? I strongly prefer to spend my last days in a healthcare facility, such as a hospital, assisted living, or nursing facility. I strongly prefer to spend my last days at home. Now, reflect on your previous answers. What do you notice about the kind of healthcare you said is right for you? If you weren't able to speak for yourself, would you want people to follow all your wishes or do what they think is best in the moment? I want the people I trust to do exactly what I've said, even if it makes them uncomfortable. I want the people I trust to do what brings them peace, even if it's different from what I've said. When it comes to sharing information about my health with others, I don't want those close to me to know all the details about my health. I am comfortable with those close to me knowing all the details about my health. When I die, I want to be alone. I want to be with other people. What specific information would you want or not want shared with certain trusted people? Reflect on your previous answers. What are the most important things for your friends, family, and healthcare team to understand about what matters most to you through the end of life? Step 3. Start talking. How much do the people who matter to you know about what matters most to you? There may be some things they already know and other things that you need to tell them. Sometimes we might think others know how we feel, but they don't. Conversations help make what we think and how we feel as clear as possible. Who needs to know what matters to you in your healthcare? Check all that apply. Parents, spouse, partner, chosen family member, adult child/children, faith leader, such as minister, priest, rabbi, imam, etc., trusted friend, doctor, nurse practitioner/nurse, social worker, or other. Where would you feel comfortable talking? At the kitchen table, at a favorite restaurant, in the car, on a walk, on a video chat or phone call, at your place of worship, other? The Conversation Project uses the saying, "It always seems too soon until it's too late." When will you start this conversation? You've gathered your thoughts, written down your ideas, and picked your trusted people. Now, how do you begin a conversation? This list doesn't cover everything, but here are some things you can say to start talking. I need your help with something. Can you and I have a conversation about blank? I was thinking about what happened to blank, and it made me realize blank. Even though I'm okay right now, I'm worried that blank, and I want to be prepared. Can we talk about some things that matter to me? Will you help me think about my future? I heard about the Conversation Project and answered some of their questions about things that matter to me when it comes to my care through the end of life. I'd like to talk to you about it. When blank died, do you think their wishes and priorities were respected toward the end of their life? Here is a list of some things you may want to cover when you talk. Do you have any worries about your health? What do you need to address to feel more prepared? Some examples: finances, property, legal documents, relationships, healthcare situations. Do you have any fears, concerns, or mistrust about where or how you receive healthcare? Who do you want or not want to be involved in your healthcare? When you look ahead to the future, are there important events or dates you hope you're there for? Are there kinds of treatment you would want or not want? Some examples: resuscitation attempts, ventilation, feeding tube. If your health condition changed, when would it be okay with you to shift from trying to cure an illness to trying to enjoy the end of life as much as possible? Tips for your talk. Imagine the conversation in your mind first. You can even write a letter that explains your values about the kind of care that works for you to figure out words that feel comfortable for you to use. You can also consider having a practice conversation so you feel as prepared as possible to have a real conversation. You don't have to talk about everything or talk to everyone in the first conversation. In fact, we suggest you keep talking over time. Be patient. Some people are nervous or may need time to get ready to talk. Every time you start a conversation, it helps you come closer to making your wishes fully known. Keep trying. You don't have to lead the whole conversation. It's important to also listen to what the other person says so you can build trust. Nothing you say is permanent. You can always change your mind as things change in the future. You may find out during these conversations that you and your trusted people disagree. That's okay, no judgment. The important thing is that you're talking now and to keep talking, so you're prepared in case your health changes. You can share this guide with or without your thoughts included with your trusted people. Step 4, keep talking. Now that you've started the conversation, keep going. Talk to more people who may have a say in your healthcare. The more you talk, the more people you are close to will know what matters to you. And that makes it more likely that you'll get the kind of healthcare you want, now and through the end of life. Here are some things you can think about to keep the conversation going. When would be a good time to talk again? Here are some ideas. It's a good idea to have another conversation when life changes happen, such as the birth of a baby, when family and friends are together for the holiday or visit, before a trip, or when a health issue is getting harder to manage. What might you want to repeat or explain again so you're sure your trusted people understand what's important to you? Who do you want to talk to next time? Are there people, such as family members who may disagree, who should hear things from you at the same time? What do you want to make sure to ask or talk about next time? What to do next? Now, it's a good idea to record your conversation with an important legal document to be sure your choices are followed. This is called an advance directive. It has 2 parts. 1. Your healthcare proxy. This is the part of the advance directive where you name the person you have chosen to make healthcare decisions on your behalf if needed, as well as an alternate if your first choice is unavailable. As explained in this guide, be sure to have a conversation and keep talking with these people to be sure they understand what matters to you. You can find more information and suggestions in your guide to choosing a healthcare proxy. Number 2, your living will. This is the part of the advance directive where you describe your preferences and wishes for your healthcare if you cannot speak for yourself. These are many of the same things that you have thought about and discussed throughout this guide. Every state and most countries have their own advance directive forms. In the United States, the National Hospice and Palliative Care Organization can help you find the right forms in your state. Visit nhpco.org/advance directive. It's important to share your advance directive with more than your proxy alone. For example, if you pick an adult child to be your proxy and have other children, they should all be aware of what matters to you in your healthcare and know who you have chosen as your proxy. Talk to anyone who can help you have a say in your care through the end of life and provide copies of your advance directive to anyone who may need them. If you want tips on talking about what matters to you with your healthcare team, visit your guide for talking with the healthcare team. To learn more and to share, visit us at theconversationproject.org or email us at conversationproject@ihi.org.